Alright, what's good YouTube? So in this video, I'm going to be going over the best / most used ElectraX presets, or in other words, ElectraX presets that were used in famous beats. Basically, I'm just going to be going over the libraries which the presets came from, the sounds themselves, how the melodies were actually created, as well as the libraries that they originally came from. Instagram and Twitter at FinnaFinesse, go check that out. Alright, so the first preset that I'm going to go over is the preset that was used to make God's Plan. It comes from this random expansion pack that I just found off of Reddit called Pierre Bourne's like ElectraX presets come out here, as you can see right here, and the preset is called Keys-Church in the Wild. It's an organ Hammond preset just like in the song, and the reason I know that this is the exact preset that was used is not only was I able to create a very similar sound as you're going to see, but as you can look down here in the matrix, you can see with the mod wheel that it's pitched down to sit in between -53 cents. So basically, for those who don't know, God's Plan is actually not pitched to a specific scale, but it's actually sitting between A and A sharp minor. So in other words, if I were to take this melody, which is my closest replica to the actual melody itself, and play it right now on A sharp minor, it should sound similar to the song. But if I were to take another preset and play it at A sharp minor, it wouldn't. So for example, here's a random preset with the same FX on them. But now if I were to play the God's Plan preset, it would sound like this. And I know you might be saying that doesn't sound 100% identical, but that's because the actual preset itself in the beat has a bunch of like guitar amps and filters and effects and whatnot put on it. So if you want to like get a similar sound like this, all you need to do is put this preset Acid Rock XS coming from Hardcore. You just want to throw a simple EQ like this, and then just similar to the song, I add this Too Bright preset. I turned off the wobble and I just turned the noise slightly down with this little filter down here, and that's how I got that sound. Next preset. Okay, this is how Codeine Crazy was made. So the first sound comes from the factory ARP rhythm bank, and the preset is called 2 Fractional Synthesis, and this is the sound that just plays at the very beginning of the beat. The preset just has 2 gross beat half speeds put on top of it, and the ARP just follows the Rhodes lead that plays throughout the entire beat, and it sounds like this. The next preset that plays is this ARP sound that comes in, and it's from the Tarantino ARP Madness pack, and it's called ARP B-Boys RMX AM. The preset itself really just has this Effectrix like 4-loop stutter preset that TM88 uses a lot in his beats, and it really just creates this like stuttering effect and kind of slows and less harshes the sound, and that sounds like this. And yeah, as for ElectraX sounds used in that beat, that's pretty much it. Also, if you guys want a full remake of that beat for another video, please let me know because I'm working on it. Next preset. So this is how Beibs In The Trap was made. It comes from the ARP multi-layer pack, and the preset itself is called 2 Sparkle Pad BT. As for effects, it just has this very simple like slow triplet preset that's just playing through, and it's modified to be like a slow double. So for the intro part of the track, it looks and sounds like this. And then when the beat switches up, it plays this very simple pattern right here that's almost 100% accurate to what it actually sounds like, and still has that same gross beat effects on it, and it sounds like this. Next preset. So the next preset comes from Never Recover from Drake, Lil Baby, and Gunna. The sound itself is a default lead called Inside MF, and the melody itself is super simple, and it just plays like this, kind of like all the other sounds that come in and out of the beat. There's no effects on it, and it looks and sounds like this. Next preset. So this is the preset that was used to make Trap Paris by Machine Gun Kelly, Quavo, and Ty Dolla $ign. The preset itself just comes from this bank called like, I'm not even gonna try and say that, dash Equinox. And the sound itself is just like the super basic preset, except the reverb is turned slightly down, and the envelope here is just completely reset, so it's just like a square like this. As for the melody, there's no effects on it, and it looks and sounds like this. Next preset. Okay, so this is how Metro made the melody to Pink Toes on the Quality Control 2 tape. The preset is called AR Tetris, and it comes from this Fantasy Sounds XP from Bass Gutta, and the melody is literally just these 4 notes right here, all hitting on F. And as for effects, there's really just this Fruity Delay 2 put on it in like the 6th time signature, and that sounds like this. Next preset. So this is the ARP preset that was used to make both Empty as well as Prospect by Ian Dior. The preset is called Roy Major Pluto, and the ARP is called ARP Unknown. I just decided to do the melody from Empty for an example, but it's really just playing these notes throughout, and it looks and sounds like this. Next preset. So this is the lead preset that was used to make Mad Stalkers on the Without Warning tape. The preset comes from this Cash Money AP ElectraX bank and it's called Lead Favorite. As for effects, all it has is this final RC20 preset, as well as this EQ filter right here to get rid of a little bit of the highs. And the melody looks and sounds like this. Next preset. It's the preset that was used to make Shoota by Playboy Cardi and Lil Uzi on Die Lit. This is not the exact sound, but this is just a copy of the sound. It's really just like a bell that comes from the default ElectraX presets. But I just use this one. It's called BigWorks-Sound Source, and the preset is called Ambient Synth. And it's really just a pluck sound with no effects on it that looks and sounds like this. And yeah, basically the big thing I want you to leave this video taking away is that, like, with ElectraX in particular, it's kind of like the one VST where actually like the custom sounds are as good, if not better, than the default presets. And you can't really say that about any other VST. So I'd say really invest in like getting the right like ElectraX banks and sounds. And if you want me to do a video on that next, like, please let me know. And yeah, that's basically gonna be it for the video. Make sure to follow my Instagram and Twitter at FinnaFinesse. I'm gonna be making the Essential Sounds ElectraX bank, kind of like the one I made for Omnisphere, which if you want to get that, you can get with the link in the description, as well as with all my other drum sounds. And yeah, I'm out. Peace.